Next slide. David, you've put this one in here. Did you want to talk about this one?
Sure. I think this is one of the reasons why perhaps the Fed has had trouble slowing the economy and getting inflation down to their magic 2%, because so much of the private sector did term out their debt. So what that means in English is that, and just think about all the homeowners that refinanced their mortgages back in 2020, 21, 22, when the rates were very low. And so as rates got raised drastically, it's one of the most aggressive Fed tightening campaigns ever. It really didn't have as much of an impact. And the other thing that I would point out, it's not shown here visually, but if you look at U.S. non-financial corporate net interest payments, there we go. They're at the lowest they've been since 1956.
Right.
So, but then it is, Kevin's going to talk about, you've got the federal situation, the fiscal stimulus, which is, of course, another reason why the Fed hasn't been very successful in cooling things down, because while they've been trying to hit the brakes, and actually in many ways hitting the brakes hard, the federal government's been slamming the fiscal accelerator to the floorboards. And actually, Kevin, I want to give you credit, because I listened to a podcast from you months ago, and I thought, this is really the way it's going. These things like the inverted yield curve and the falling leading economic indicators, they're not working this time. What's different? And I think what's different, of course, is that fiscal stimulus that you articulated on many occasions. So enough said on that one.